Well, it was another week of NFL football. So you can imagine what that meant for my picks this year. It feels like you could just crumple up a big ball of paper and drop one big hulk of crap on the picks each week. Why even bother at this point? But yet and still, I persist. Why bother spending a lot of time thinking about this or trying to have any real analysis or anything? Just randomly freaking pick it at this point. Because with this season, what difference does it make? And while parity on the one hand can be good because it allows a lot of teams to believe that they are close, and in all actuality they are, on the flip side, it's really easy to upend the hierarchy or the higher order of things in the NFL. And as a result, we don't know what the hell to expect from one week to the next. And sometimes that's good, but also sometimes that's not. Because that can also lead to a lot of mediocre teams and a lot of mediocre football, which is what we're getting really this year. So here are my picks. What did I do last week? Not good. How's the season going? Not good. Maybe week 7 could be different, but don't bank on it. All right, give me Buffalo over Tampa. It's a pick 'em, thank God. Give me Carolina -3 over Chicago. Yes, I know they don't have Kuechly. Kelvin Benjamin is questionable, and the Bears just won on the road against the Ravens. Again, I will take the Panthers -3. Give me the Titans to beat Cleveland. Titans -6. My upset, one of them, Green Bay with Brett Hundley +4. Because what the hell, why not? Who the hell knows? New Orleans should stomp them by 2 touchdowns. But then they could go into Lambeau Field and Breeze could lay a freaking egg. That Packers defense could score 2 defensive touchdowns. Who the hell knows? I mean, the Saints scored 3 defensive touchdowns last week. The Saints. Who the hell knows anymore? Yeah, give me the Packers +4. Give me the Colts to beat the Jaguars +3. Give me the Rams to beat the Cardinals, Rams -3. Give me the Dolphins -3 over the Jets. Give me the Vikings -5.5 over the Ravens, because why would I pick anything for the Ravens right now? They lost to the God-blessed Bears. Their offense is atrocious. They are terrible. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. And at least the Vikings have another week with Case Keenum at the controls as the quarterback, so maybe he can start to get a little rhythm. You look at the later Sunday games. Give me Dallas to beat San Francisco, but I think it could be closer than the 7-point spread, so I'll pick San Francisco to cover the +7. Seattle's favored by 4 over the Giants, and last week you look at the Giants and you say, well, they should have gotten destroyed by the Broncos. Instead, they go into Mile High, and they're the ones that do the destroying. So give me the Giants +4, because what the hell, why not? What difference does it make? Pittsburgh's favored by 5.5 over Cincinnati. I think Pittsburgh will win, but these are divisional games. It could be close, could go to overtime. So give me Cincinnati to cover the points. Denver's a 0.5-point underdog going to Los Angeles, playing in that soccer stadium. I mean, the Chargers have won 2 in a row. Maybe they feel like they're starting to get a little bit of momentum, and frankly, if they had a better field goal kicker, they'd probably be a 4-2 team right now, but they didn't, so they're not. I don't know what the hell to make out of what happened with the Broncos last week. Maybe it was just one of those things. You have one of those bad games. Maybe they'll say that this was a trap game, having to look ahead to a divisional opponent the next week. They better hope. I will pick Denver to win plus the 0.5 point. The marquee matchup of the week is probably Atlanta going to New England. Troll factor will probably be 10,000 for this. They're probably going to have 28-3 posted all over the place. New England's favored by 3.5. The simple truth is this Patriots team is definitely not great, even at 4-2. And I promise you, the Atlanta Falcons are not nearly as good as a lot of people might be wanting to make them out to be with that 3-2 record. This is really, and for all intents and purposes, in my opinion, a 1-4 football team, and they have played like a 1-4 football team. And I think they're going to again, although they'll probably be ramped up and hyped up for this. But again, why the hell would you pick Atlanta to beat Tom Brady and the Patriots in New England when the Falcons just allowed a Jay Cutler-led Dolphins team to score 20 unanswered points in Atlanta Sunday and come back from a 17-0 halftime deficit? Why would you pick that? Which is probably why the Falcons will win, but I'll take New England here. And give me Philadelphia -4.5 on Monday night. The whole point is, at this point in time, there's really no rhyme or reason or logic. You could spend all this time doing all this traditional analysis and looking at matchups and looking at this, and in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter 2 beans. Just pick them and hope you're right. And honestly, I spent about 3 minutes doing my picks this week because why bother? All the other analysis and crap I've done hasn't worked. So let's give this a shot and see if it's any worse. I don't know how it could be, but I'm the Schleg Daddy, so I'm sure I'll find a way.